And how you doing, Sneaker Raw? AC Sneaker Restoration back at you with another good show for y'all. Um, we'll be right back right after this. We got a lot of things to discuss. We're back. We're sponsored by Cake, Spice, and Variety and Gifts. For the ones that see watch the show on the regular, everybody knows she make scarves, she make hats. She up there, she goes in and she do her thing. Um, she up to know it's about to start getting, it's about to get ready to go back into the fall and everything like that. So if you need anything done, I just flashed the information. I reflash it in a few seconds. This is what she does, ladies and gentlemen. The boss woman. And also she up there doing that. And that's fire right there. So if you need anything done, anything like that, like I said, you know where to go. Go right back over here. The Case Bites, a Variety and Gifts. That's where you go. All right. We're about to get ready. I've been going, like I said, there's a lot going on. We had some drops and everything. Um, and we're going to get ready to get into it. You know what I mean? Everybody's talking about the 16s, the youth that came out last they did what last week and everything like that. I think I mentioned it. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I didn't. I'm pretty sure I did. A lot of people talking about that, and talking about the 11s. Um, I'm a big fan of the 11s, of the red 11s, black and red. I got the original pair. I'm going to show it to you and show you over the years what uh, releases and I'll some things off these releases. So we're going to get ready to jump into that. That's not where I want to go. Just bear with me 1 second. Just mention this, but I'm going to go into this. Air Jordan 1 Low OG Laser. Color black, summit white, university red. Release date August 22nd. Price $145. I think I said this before and I will say it again. Now, you know what I mean? Hey, if you into it and everything like that, I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna say anything. You know what I mean? Go ahead and y'all know what y'all got to do. Don't let my my emphasis and my influences discourage y'all. You know what I mean? So if you like it, you know what to do. Go ahead and get it. All right. Is it for me? No, it's not for me. That's me. Moving on. Air Jordan 3 Laser, Color Phantom, Sale University Red, 2026, price $230. Y'all enjoy, if y'all like it, and y'all everybody want to get this, the back of the heel tab is something different. Never seen anything like that, but I wouldn't buy it. Me, I'm talking about for myself, but I mean this is something I'm interested in. So, but don't let my influences. Moving on. And wait, why Air 6, bubblegum, color, playful, pink, infrared, 23, shy pink, arctic pink. Release date August 23rd, 2026. Price $230. Well, something different. Um, I remember when they did the Awake, when they came out with the fives, when they had the Awake fives. Um, and it was all pink and everything like that. And they sold like hotcakes. And I couldn't get my hands on them. You know what I mean? I have a feeling this is going to be the same. It's going to be probably a raffle. They did the raffle the last time on this particular model. Not this particular model, but on the fives. There's going to be a raffle on this. They should just throw that in there. They're probably going to throw it in there. But today, the way the economy is, and we're in a recession, ain't too many people want to give anything away. They just want to take from everybody. I'm feeling the hoodie or the jacket. That's fire. It's probably a mom and pop shop. Cause a lot of these mom and pop shops like Undefeated and Awake, they're in New York. Um, they probably, they do a lot of numbers, and Nike up there do business with them, and Jordan do business with them. You know, so got that bandana is like too. It look a little tight. The bandana. Got yeah, they represent their own store. Everything like that. They just not stopping. They just want to sell. They just want to sell a little everything. They're selling clothes and everything. They just keep going on. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you want to get this particular model, everybody know what they got to do. They come in the roller skates. That's all right. I'm not into roller skates. I mess around and get hurt out there. But if that's what you're into, you know what I mean? Do what you got to do. Moving on. Oh, just talking about the weights, and this is the blue one. I should have mentioned this too. Awake New York Air Jordan 6 Blueberry. Color Midnight Navy, infrared, 23. Game Royal, light blue. Release date August 23rd, 2026. Price $230. Well, we already went into the pink. Now we're going into this. This is going to be an exclusive one too, like they did the fives when they came out with the all black fives. So they're doing the same thing with this. They might as well just put in a commemorative box or something like that. Special box for both of them. You know what I mean? It's going to be the same process with the blueberry. It's going to be raffles going on. It's not like you're going to be able to walk into the store and you're going to be able to just pick these up and everything like that. This is going to be this is exclusively limited to a mom and pop shop called the Wake in NYC. You know what I mean? So it's going to be the same thing with that. And they're just doing basically the advertisement like they did before, showing the clothing line and everything. So everybody know if y'all want to go ahead and knock yourselves out, You know what you got to do. Got old man over here, got him on too. Probably the owner of the store, coming in roller skates. We're gonna move on. Air Jordan 12 Sumo. Color black, night, purple, metallic, gold, white. Release date August 23rd, 2026. Price $215. Japan. Matter of fact, that's coming up next week, ladies and gentlemen. That's next Saturday, August 23rd. There's something like, I can see the Lakers rocking something like this. It's more like the Lakers, like for something for Kobe. Um, Not for me. I guess like that'd be like a silhouette for Kobe. They could have did they could have honored Kobe or something like that, and that would have been fire. They would have did that. You know what I mean? And just gave that shoe particular to Kobe. God bless Kobe. You know what I mean? Kobe ain't no longer with us, and Gigi. Um, but if you're interested in this, I have a feeling this might be. They got a nice box to it. This might be they got something with it. This might not be something you can just go in the store and get. This might be exclusively limited. I can be wrong, but just the way it looked and everything like that. Look like it's gonna be a real rare shoe. And you don't see nothing like this. Like I said, this is something like the Lakers would do. I mean, like a tribute to Kobe. You know what I mean? So if you're interested, you know what you got to do. They're probably going to do raffles. And if I don't do raffles, hey, I mean, go ahead and get it. You know, they got Chuck down there. They're like they're in Japan somewhere with a sumo wrestler. Hold on. The Air Jordan Chrome 8s. Color of black, chrome. Release date August 29, 2026. Price $215. Well, it's supposed to be coming out next week. So it's going to be you know what I mean? They're coming out next week and everything. I'm not a fan of the 8s. Never really cared for the 8s. I get the 8s, and then I end up getting that'd be like the first shoe I get rid of. To be strictly honest with you, when they came out with the with the black and blue last year, I got rid of those things so quick it's not even funny. You know, I'm not really a big fan of them, but to each his own. Y'all know what you got to do if you want to grab this. You know, everything like that. They're coming out. They're coming out next week. It's probably gonna be lines at the door for these. It's something like the metallic 5s. Moving on. Air Jordan 1 OG Nail Gray. Color University Red Light Soft Pink. Metallic Silver. Release date. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. That's all it for the releases. I want to get into some other things. I made a mistake, ladies and gentlemen, and I wanted to apologize about the Eminem 3s. And I want to get more into depth with. I made a mistake last time I had the show, and I want to apologize greatly to everybody. You know what I mean? And I out there picked instead. I was thinking they was gonna drop the other and the Slim Shakes, and at the end of the day, they're not releasing these. So I want to apologize to everybody and everything like that. These is fire. I think they should have released these instead. But at the end of the day, we're releasing is these. These gonna come out May 15th, 2027, and the price on them is going to be crazy. I already seen the price going for these like 25 racks, 25,000. Some people selling them for 75,000. You know what I mean? Only ones I know that got this, if you know Eminem first, you might have, you may have one, or you got to know him or something like that, or somebody in Nike to get you this shoe. This shoe going to be crazy. I feel what they could have did with the heel tab. I wanted to throw my boy out there. My boy, he nasty with it. He's a sneaker restorer. He's a sneaker creator. All shoes matter. They should have called him. They could have did a, and they could have put his verses or something on one side of the heel tab, and they could have had his face on the other one with a microphone in his hand. That would have been fire for the heel tab. My personal opinion. I just want to correct myself because I did mention last week when we did the show. I didn't know that he had two silhouettes. I'm a sneaker. I'm into this stuff, but I didn't realize. I thought they was gonna go with the threes. They go with the fours. So I want to apologize. But if you want this shoe, this gonna be extremely limited, and this coming out the 15th. Like they're gonna do something like they did the undefeateds, and they do raffles, and they decide to start giving everything. You do a raffle, and they have a lot of pairs. That's gonna knock the value down as well. So I have a feeling this might be extremely limited to mom and pop shops. I can see like stores like the Weight getting them, and a lot of mom and pop shops like Undefeated and so on. Because they also sell other sneakers besides their own brand. So for just saying that, we're gonna leave that one alone. But I'm not finished yet, ladies and gentlemen. So stay with me, you know, because I got some things I want to point out. We talk about the metallic silvers. They're supposed to be coming out April 12th. And also they're going to be coming out with the college blue also as well. So, you know what I mean? So let me just let y'all see the metallic silver. And maybe show that. I don't know how that pop up. Let y'all see the metallic silver. I think with the metallic silver, what they could have did was they got some heat on here, ladies and gentlemen. They could have released that what they did, and they could have did a dual pack. They don't have these coming out originally like originally dropped. They coming out in the briefcase. They could have did a dual pack and put in the championship box. They could have did both of them. But everybody know Nike want to make money. Nike ain't gonna do anything like that. So they want to sell a separate individual. You know what I mean? I'm not really too big on the metallics with the metal like the chrome going on the side and anything like that. To be strictly honest with you, I'm not too big on the 17s period. You know what I mean? Not trying to discourage y'all for getting anything like that. If that's what you want to get, everybody know what they got to do. All right, moving on. I want to talk about this as well. And this up there is supposed to be coming out April 15th. Jackie Robinson, they up there, they're celebrating Jackie. I mean, I can see this shoe right here, and most likely there's not going to be all in major retail stores. There's going to be like a limited to like mom and pop shops. They're going to be doing rallies, raffles. I meant to say, I said rallies. They're going to be doing raffles and everything for this particular shoe. And I can see I'm going to try to see what I can do, ladies and gentlemen, to get my hands on it for y'all. You know what I mean? This is going to be a tough one right here to get. Move on. These look fire as well. The OG Bloodline 4s. Supposed to be coming out April 24th. Z up there really going to work. He up there posting all the hottest stuff out here for us. And I appreciate Z for doing that. because he's keeping us up to date with all the fire and all the latest drops. And this right here, this is a fire shoe right here, black suede, and it looked like to me, to be honest with you, they did the Hilltap fire. It looked like to me, to be strictly blow it up, y'all can see it. It looked like to me, to be honest with you, it looked like a Jordan Silhouette 4. The only thing they did was just change the midsole to go all white, and we got white laces. With the Jordan Bread 4 that's about to get ready to come out November 28th is black, and they got a gray midsole, and they got black laces. That's the only thing different, but they got the Jumpman in red. You know what I mean? It's like a shiny black. You know what I mean? Usually don't see no shiny black, anything like that. I mean, I have a feeling, you know what I mean? I might be interested in that. But I want to move on. There's a lot to cover in a very little bit of time. Yeah, these you know what I mean? The 12 soft blues is coming out April 10th. These look fire as well. You know what I mean? That's a and I like that color, that skin color. I stay like with the original colors. I like Carolina blue, and I also wear a lot of original colors, but that's fire. Now, they're doing the Space Jams. Okay, it's the Space Jams right here. What they could have did with the Space Jams, they're replacing. They're coming out December 12th. Price $235. What they could have did was they could have did a dual package, and they could have released these with the nines. Cause they Space Jams. They could have released both of them together. I don't know why they didn't do it, but they like you know what I mean. That would be fire, but they do what they do. They want to make money and generate revenue. You know what I mean? That's how Nike do things. You know what I mean? They could have released it as a package. You get both of them. You know what I mean? That would be fire. He was the first one that got it. Ladies and gentlemen, I got something. I got something. I got something I got to talk about too. He's not the only one. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be a big drop on the show. We didn't have no drops in a while. You know what I mean? He's lucky he got it. He know people, home people, everything. God bless Homer. Homer got it. If you want to see his show, you go to his show and tune in. All right. Okay, talking about lines. Now we up there talking about the bread fours that's supposed to be coming out the 27th of November. So I wish I could pull both of them up. I can see the comparison. The comparison is like a slight difference. Only thing it is it's got silver on the heel tab, and then you got a silver midsole, a gray silver midsole, and you got black laces. And this is gonna be fire when they drop this again. You know what I mean? I had that shoe. I had the 2000 when it came out in 19. I had them recently last year. I don't know. I showed it to y'all, and I end up getting rid of it. You know what I mean? And the shoe, you know what I mean? The shoe gonna be go up in value and everything. But everybody know the older years of the shoe, the more older the shoe is, the more money the shoe is worth compared to the new ones. But we're gonna see what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? But Z up there working and everything like that, and he got a lot of exclusive things going on, and basically that's it. But I want to go into some more things since we on here. We're gonna bring it down to over here. And the reason why I came here, let me see something. That's an older version. All right. The reason why I can't hear, ladies and gentlemen, is I wanted to point out some things on here. There's a lot of people, from my understanding, they up there, they're not waiting, and I don't blame them. Everybody right now, right? Everybody want to get this shoe. The shoe haven't been out in so long. Everybody pulling the trigger on it. You know what I mean? They like this. They pulling the trigger on this shoe, and they spending some bread on this shoe. You know what I mean? All depends on what you need for it. You know what I mean? Some people want to have it to put on the air. Some people want to have it just to have it because they know when you go to the store, you can't wear it. You know what I mean? If they run a podcast and they want to feature the shoe or whatever and everything like that. You know, but the shoe was going at one point. I want to point these numbers out to you since we over here and we could talk about this. You know what I mean? They had one sold yesterday on 820. Today's 820, but did we talk about yesterday's sales? One sold yesterday for $304. I mean, that's the time. I'm sorry. 3:04 p.m. I apologize about that. I said 304. That's the time. 295. Then we had another one that sold yesterday, for at quarter after 2 for 295. Then and the list is go on and on. You know what I mean? So the highest one that sold at the moment was $322. Okay? What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to look for the bids, but I can't find it. But stay with me because I'm about to point something out to you. Because what I normally do is I come to Flight Club a lot. So I buy off of them. I buy off them a lot. I think I sit here and say I buy a lot of stuff off them. I bought the Levin's off them and everything like that. You know what I mean? So I just want to point something out to y'all. All right. The prices drop. So they keeping up with stock. All right. At one point, this shoe was going for, they had bids on this shoe. You could not go in here and get this shoe. You had to bid on it. Right now, the low is at 302 at Flight Club. 302. You know what I mean? That's decent. I can't see it going past 302. And I mean, the lowest I can see is going to, it's probably going to be staying in that ballpark range. And I could be wrong, but I'm quite sure it's not going below 302. And then what's going to happen is when the release date comes out, this shoe going to be up to like 500 or 600. Because at one point, they were selling this shoe. StockX had it for $510. They had the Jordan 9, $510. So then, you know what I mean? Then the next day after that, it went for $510 on StockX, and it went down to $350. Because I'm monitoring this shoe as well, just looking at the prices on it, because everybody going crazy on it. You know what I mean? But if this is something you're interested in, you know what you got to do. I should not have to tell you what you got to do. You already know what you got to do. But we're gonna move on because I got something else I wanna point out. Reason why I'm coming to my channel, because I'm about to point something out. All right. I just posted this not too long ago, ladies and gentlemen. I had these for a long time. The 11s, they take forever to release the bread 11s and everything like that. These 2019s. As you can see as the picture, I take care of my stuff. But you only can take, they're only going to last how long they last. I had them for a long time. And they haven't been out since then. I told you what happened. Before I got this pair, I went to the store and I had to pay some money for these. Somebody at Champs, my shoe. It was an inside connect. He sold it. He sold me he was trying to sell me the bread force. At the time, I was interested in the bread force. So I had to get these. I got these probably most likely from or something back at the time. I had them for so long. They take them forever to come back out with this shoe. So this shoe won't be back out to 2029, probably 2030, because they released the Legend Blues, they released the Gammas. They're releasing all the other silhouettes, but they take forever for this. And the shoe got cracked and everything. I was thinking about, ladies and gentlemen, doing a restoration project on it, but it's too much work to do. So I decided I'm going to leave it alone. But these close-ups on how the shoe originally look right now. So the cracking on the patent leather. I got this going on the side of the leather by the Jumpman leather pillar. Too much work. I got cracking over here. The patent leather cracking. They take them forever to come out with another. But as you can tell from me wearing them, I take care of my stuff. They're not damaging anything. They good. You know what I mean? That's a close up on the jump. And you can look at the bottom. The bottom is clean and everything like that. You see how much traction I got on the bottom, barely well. And over time, that's what happened. You know what I mean? Over time, the cracking of the level. But I'm gonna get ready. Y'all already seen it. I gave you a close up on it, but you probably can't. You see better in the pictures. But I'm just showing you the overall view of the shoe, and this is what it looks like. You know what I mean? What happens over time? Like where my finger is, you can see that it's cracking. This would be a good restoration project. The only thing it is too much work I got to do to it. It's like when you take a car to a body shop and the car got too much work they got to do, you can fix it, but what they do, they just total it out. It's too much, not worth going to the stream or the extreme trying to fix it. So I'm just going to let it go. And I just could probably use it as like on the basketball court or just wear, you know what I mean, while I'm up there working around the crib or something like that. You know what I mean? And I had these for a long time. Now I'm a sneakerhead. Y'all know I'm a sneakerhead. I take care of my. I got, you know what I mean? Cracking going on right here. You can see the cotton inside of it. You know what I mean? You got to replace the whole patent leather. Matter of fact, you got to replace everything because I got chipping going on the side over here where the Jumpman is. You know what I mean? You got to replace the whole shoe. The only thing that's good is the traction on the bottom. They ain't knockoffs either, so I don't want to be hearing, oh, they knockoffs. I don't buy knockoffs. You know what I mean? I don't do that. But what I'm trying to say is, over time, stuff happens to the shoe, and sometimes you can't save it, and that's just the way it goes. You know what I mean? So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you today. So, anybody gotta follow me? Here's my my YouTube information right there. You can feel free to follow me. You know what I mean? Subscribe to the channel. A lot of people just passing through. I appreciate all my fans, all the supporters that have been supporting me over the years. I'm real grateful and everything. You know what I mean? I don't know what I mean. Only thing I have to go live with y'all. Probably got to throw y'all some merch. Give y'all a free T-shirt or something, because y'all been good to me, and especially when I do my tutorials, y'all real good. And I'm working on that as well. So I know y'all probably tired of hearing me saying it, but it's not what you think it's caked up to be. You know what I mean? Everything happens in time. If you want to follow me on my Facebook, there's my Facebook right here. You can come follow me right over here on my face on Instagram. I apologize. This is my Instagram. You want to follow me over here? There's my information. There's a link that will bring you right to YouTube. It'll bring you right to YouTube and everything like that. So there's my information. So if anybody need anything, been in the game for 11 years. Um, I'm blessed. I'm fortunate. I'm still in this game to this day, even though a lot of people don't do sneaker restoring like they used to back in the day when I started. Only a few of us doing it. You know what I mean? H2H is definitely, he's in the building. He do it all the time. I do it as well. Footprints is still doing it. It's hard to stay relevant in this game. And you got Vic Almighty too from Reshoevn. He's still going ham at it. You know what I mean? And also I want to talk about the guy from what's his name? I can't think of his name, so I'm not going to go ahead and mention his name. But it's hard. It's hard, you know what I mean? We the only ones still posting tutorial videos and everything. And everybody knows Vic Almighty. He does it on the regular. Ain't too many really people doing that anymore. They doing podcasts now. So I'm still doing it because I got the love for it, and I only do certain silhouettes, like I do the hard jobs and everything. You know what I mean? And that's what I do. You know what I mean? But here's my information if you want to follow me there. If you want to follow me on my Facebook, you can follow me. Just bear with me 1 second. I don't really. I go to my other IG. That's not what I'm looking for. Over here, if you gotta message me or anything like that, you can feel free if you need any sneakers restored, if you want to buy any merch, you know what I mean? You can just feel free to do that. You know, I used to be a ball player. I used to play a lot of hoops back in the day when I was younger. You know what I mean? I got to get back out there. I haven't been out there in a while. Um, you can't send me no messages on this channel because I got locked out and everything. So what you're going to do is you're going to have to hit me up on my IG. I just showed y'all. You got to hit me on this. You know what I mean? You got to hit me up on this. And then and then if you if you want to see me on Facebook, you can subscribe to my channel. They go main event. I'm right here. So I'm going to y'all, and then I got to get a hold of me, get in contact with me, and everything like that. It's just taking a little time to upload so y'all can see everything. It's me. You know what I mean? That's like before, you know what I mean? That was a live when I do my tutorials, you know what I mean? They got little highlights and stuff like that. My camera guy put out there, you know what I mean? You can see the basket, you know what I mean? We wasn't ready to go in there or anything like that. And maybe I was on there, I don't remember. You know what I mean? It was some time ago, like 2 years ago. You know what I mean? But we were just setting up to get everything and running. And then also too, if you want to come to my TikTok, you can follow me on my TikTok. I'm up here looking for my TikTok. This is not good. It's not good. I can't find my TikTok. And I don't want to hold right here. Internet just moving slow. If you want to follow me on my TikTok, there's my information right there. Just type in AC Sneaker Restoration. That's my YouTube channel information, my IG, everything is on there, posted. Be careful of scammers. This guy up there scammed me. I think I mentioned this on one of the shows. He up there came to me out of nowhere and he wanted a certain amount of money for the shipping and he didn't say nothing. So be careful of the scammers. And I posted his stuff on there. Next, he started deleting things and everything like that. He got what he wanted, and it's taking some time to upload and all that. But if you go to my channel, you can actually see this stuff. So I don't want to hold y'all up because it's taking forever. It's taking forever to upload. You know what I mean? Also, if you need any merch, I can't even show that to you. It's taking forever to upload. But y'all you go to AC Secret Restoration on TikTok, and you will see me there as well. You know what I mean? So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have. It's a blessing seeing everybody, and enjoy the show. This show will be out short. You know what I mean? So everybody just be patient. I'll probably do a live and everything like that. So be on the lookout for a live. Get some feedback, which I feel, which I think. You know what I mean? So that's all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. God bless. Peace.
A sea sneaker restoration what? 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 A sea sneaker restoration.